What is going on, everybody? It is Monday. It is past the weekend of week 2 of the NFL season. It's Overreaction Monday. You know the drill. I'm your host, Jared Barnes. Big weekend in football. Super excited to talk about it. So let's just hop right into it. So Cam Newton is going to be a massive problem for people that play the Patriots. Last night, it was his first opportunity in prime time to prove all of his haters wrong. And I'll tell you what, he definitely did that. I was so excited to watch him last night. On the goal line, Cam looked to be virtually unstoppable on that quarterback power play that they ran. The Seahawks did end up, finding the answer and stopping them because the Seahawks are a good team. I take back what I said. I'll talk about that here in a little bit, but they stopped him when it mattered most. And, it still doesn't change the fact that he is still as hard to tackle as he's ever been in his career. And that's just how Cam is. Cam is an athlete. It's going to be tough to take him down. It's like Derrick Henry, but at quarterback, it's just ridiculous. But not only is he still tough to tackle, he is throwing straight dimes out there on the field. And he looks better throwing the football than he ever has in his entire career. Honestly, that's just kind of how I feel. I love Cam Newton. I absolutely love watching him play. I loved him in Carolina. I really loved him at Auburn. His story is great. The 86 nights I was unemployed, that was a cool interview with Odell Beckham that he did. And I'm so excited to see him succeed. But I found myself, for the first time in my life, cheering for the New England Patriots last night. It was weird. It didn't feel right. But here I am. I love Cam Newton. I want to see him succeed so bad. And here he is on the team that I was taught as a child to hate. It's so tough for me because I love Cam Newton. And I found myself cheering for the Patriots. I was blown away by the way they played. I thought they were going to beat the Seahawks yesterday. I said it before the game kicked off to a lot of people. I said they're going to beat the Seahawks. They didn't. But they played much better than I even thought they were going to play on offense for sure. The Patriots wide receiver core shocked me. And, so did the pinpoint accuracy of Cam Newton's passes. The offensive play of the Patriots was better than I thought it was ever going to be. And I genuinely believed that they were going to win, honestly. As the game started going on, when he hit Julian Edelman on that deep pass to beat Jamal Adams, I was like, the tide's turning here. They're going to get this game. They're actually going to win this game. I felt like that. And, they didn't. But they're still just as good. Their defense was not. Their defense got beat a lot last night. But their defense is still good because they're coached by Bill Belichick. Their offense is still good because it's still coached by Josh McDaniels. They have a former MVP running quarterback for them. The Patriots are going to be a freaking problem. It's crazy to say that because not a lot of people were saying it. I believed in Cam. I believed in the Patriots this year. I didn't want to, but here we are. They are really good. But I have to admit my wrong. I had the Seahawks as the most overrated team coming into the season. And they are much better than what I gave them credit for. Much better. Russell Wilson was dropping balls in the buckets last night from 20, 30, 40 yards out, it looked like. The pinpoint accuracy of his throws, the moon balls that he was throwing, just super high, just dropping and just turning to a point. But that throw to DK Metcalf was beautiful. Beautiful. And Russell Wilson, he was just absolutely shredding one of the best secondaries in the NFL last night. Russell Wilson should be right now, he should be the favorite to win MVP. And if he continues to play the way that he is playing currently, he could be walking out of Tampa Bay in February, carrying the Lombardi Trophy on his back. Is that an overreaction? Yeah, absolutely it is. But this is Overreaction Monday. That's what we got to do, baby. You get it? But one more thing about the Seahawks that I got to bring up. Jamal Adams. Watching that game last night, it's almost like I forgot over the offseason just how good of a safety Jamal Adams is. He's an animal. He looks like Troy Polamalu out there just doing anything and everything that he has to do to win a football game for his defense. He's just so fun to watch. Happy he is no longer playing for the Jets, and I'm glad that he is no longer on that terrible, terrible team. They are easily the worst team in the NFL, and it's not even close. But the Jets couldn't even get a win yesterday against a depleted 49ers team. And that brings me to my next point. No one is safe in the NFL. And on any play, your life can be changed instantly. And the injury bug was out in week 2 of the NFL. And, we got reminded about how quickly your life can change and how quickly you can get injured on any single play. Because everyone seemed to be getting hurt. Yesterday, a lot of big names went down. It's sad to see. Saquon Barkley out for season, tore ACL. Nick Bosa out for season, tore his ACL. Those are 2 huge guys to their team. And Thursday night, CJ Uzomah, the tight end for Cincinnati, he's out for season. Cortland Sutton, he tore his ACL. He's out for season. Malik Hooker, safety for the Indianapolis Colts, he tore his ACL. He's probably out for the season. I mean, there's some big-name guys that just went down. Christian McCaffrey, probably out 4 to 6 weeks. Drew Lock, he's going to be out for significant time. Jimmy G, also going to be out for significant time. And that's just tough to see. But someone yesterday in the NFL took advantage. Yesterday. Someone getting hurt and them getting a chance to play. And that was Chargers' first-round pick, the 6th overall selection in the 2020 NFL Draft, Justin Herbert. Tyrod Taylor was set to start the game, but had chest pains before kickoff. Herbert got the start, and he played very well against the defending champion Chiefs. Yesterday, Herbert threw for 311 yards, a touchdown. He ran for a touchdown. He threw a costly interception, though. But he's a rookie. Things like that are going to happen. You can't be like, oh, that's okay, Justin. No, it's not okay. You threw a pick. But you're going to learn from that. You're going to see the film. You're going to see, oh, I could have ran and picked up those yards instead of trying to throw it deep to my wide receiver, Keenan Allen, forcing it into double coverage. You'll see that on film. But you're used to being in college and you could do things like that. This isn't college no more, buddy. This is not the Pac-12. You can't do those things. But you're going to learn. I love you, Justin. You are actually the guy that I would have rolled with out of all the quarterbacks in this draft class. I said it before. I'm going to say it again. I love Justin Herbert. Tua is going to be the best out of this draft class if he can stay healthy. Joe showed Thursday night, though, just how good of a quarterback he is. Sadly, you can't throw it 61 times as a rookie and expect to win. But, Cincinnati, they're going to do what they got to do. They don't have an indoor practice facility. So, yeah, it makes sense that their game plan was absolutely garbage. But they almost came back and won, which was crazy. Back to Herbert. When he threw that costly interception in the third, it did affect the Chargers. It cost them massively. But like I said, it's a rookie mistake. I think that Herbert, after watching that game yesterday, he has a real chance to be successful in LA when given the opportunity. It's not his job yet. Anthony Lynn said it. Anthony Lynn's on a hot seat, so when they continue to lose with Tyrod in there at quarterback, I just don't know if Tyrod is going to be the answer for them. When they continue to lose with Tyrod, and he has to put in Herbert to try to save his job, it's already going to be too late at that point. Anthony Lynn, you're going to probably be gone. But I think that Herbert has a chance to be successful in LA. Whether that's with Anthony Lynn or whether that's not with Anthony Lynn, he's going to be successful. And he is the quarterback of the future for the LA Chargers, for sure. You could see it yesterday. He was so good yesterday. I love seeing it. Sad to see Drew Lock and other guys like that get hurt. Hope that everything is okay with Tyrod, and I hope that it's nothing serious for Tyrod because I do like Tyrod Taylor as a guy, as an individual. He's a great guy. But sad to see all these injuries, but glad to see someone stepped up and really made a name for themselves yesterday in the midst of all of this. Now, the rookie quarterback class was insane this year, and I've talked about it multiple times before. Joe Burrow played out of his mind. I mean, Herbert played very well. It's going to be fun to watch, but got to move on from that. I want to move on to the Steelers. They're 2-0 now, and they honestly really have not been that impressive offensively, in my opinion. They've been good enough. They're trying to figure things out, though, and understandable when you look at their team on the offensive side while they're trying to figure things out. But that defense is so solid on the other side. So they can sit and figure things out playing these lower level, mid-level teams like they have been playing with the Giants, who are probably not going to be very good without Saquon, and the Broncos, who I don't know what's going to happen with them without Drew Lock. But Jeff Driscoll yesterday looked very good for them, so who knows. But they beat the Giants in week 1, and they didn't even let Barkley really get out of the backfield almost every time he got a handoff. They did so well against Barkley. The run defense was insane. And yesterday they let the Broncos hang around a little longer than they probably should have, but they didn't really game plan for Jeff Driscoll. All these injuries happen. You know, some guys come in that you weren't really expecting to play. KJ Hamler, I mean, some guys that you weren't expecting to see a whole lot of, you saw a whole lot of. So it kind of screws with your game plan. But I believe when the Steelers figure it all out, you know, they're going to be just around where they want to be. And they could be on the same level as the Kansas City Chiefs, the Baltimore Ravens, and maybe even, after last night, the New England Patriots, because their offense is clearly something special that we, in people that just talk about sports, people in media, that we just, nobody gave enough credit towards them. I mean, I liked them and all, but I didn't think it was going to be what it was last night against the Seahawks. But, you know, it's week 2. And it's clear and obvious at this point, kind of, a little bit. Maybe it's me overreacting. But it's clear and obvious what teams are bad and what teams we thought were going to be bad that are better than what we thought. The Jaguars are probably the best 0-2 team in football right now. They play hard. Every single play, they go very hard. Gardner Minshew, I believed in Gardner. I think Gardner is a quarterback that you could build your franchise around, that you don't necessarily have to overpay. I don't think you're going to have to break the bank for Gardner Minshew. I don't think he's going to be expecting the highest paid money like some quarterbacks, Dak Prescott, are trying to do. And, you know, they are a hard nose. I mean, they're going to go hard at you every single play. And I like seeing a team that does that, regardless of whether they win or not. But, you know, you can see the teams that weren't supposed to be good like the Jaguars and the teams that are just terrible like the Jets. And you look and you wonder which coach is going to get fired first. Could it be Adam Gase? He should be gone immediately, in my opinion. But so should the Jets GM, let's not forget. The Falcons yesterday, they blew that entire... they were up. They should have beat the Cowboys. They should have never lost that game, and they lost. Dan Quinn, he's going to be on the hot seat. Matt Patricia, he has lost 4 straight games in which they had a double-digit lead going into the fourth quarter. Dude's going to be gone here shortly for sure, but the only reason I'm bringing this up is I just need to know, what coach do you think should be fired first? I want to hear from you guys. Comment on this video, go to my Instagram, send me DMs, let me know. Just, is it one of these guys or is it somebody else? And I hate to be so negative on Overreaction Monday, but, you know, these guys are not great head coaches. Adam Gase has proven that he probably shouldn't even have a job anywhere in the NFL at this point. So, but yeah, this is another edition of Overreaction Monday. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, subscribe, share it with a friend if you like it. Be sure to check out my Instagram at BB Sports Media. Check out my merch. Couldn't wear it today because I'm trying to wear this mic, trying to make it look, you know, like I'm hiding it a little more. So I wore this collared shirt. I hope you enjoyed it. But hey, that was another edition of Overreaction Monday. I'm your host, Jared Barnes. I'm out. Peace. Have a good one.
BB Sports Media.